So I don't know if you've noticed, but BLOXBURG has been absolutely pumping out the pre-builds lately. And so in today's video, I thought I would finally renovate one of them. Now, if I'm being honest, the reason I haven't renovated any of the new pre-builds is because I'm scared.
Oh, shiver my timbers!
These are built by actual other YouTubers. And when I used to renovate the old BLOXBURG pre-builds, like those were all outdated and musty. I didn't mind insulting them. But these new ones are literally people's best work. So I found a workaround, and I'm going to be renovating Queen Moon Snow's hotel into a mansion. Now, I am no stranger to grandeur gourmet. This is from one of my favorite videos where I caught this couple being a little bit sus. And I've just always thought this has the potential to be like a London mansion. So I don't know what I'm wasting time. Just keep waiting, just keep waiting. And here I am, my new home. So for those of you who are a little bit out the loop and haven't seen Grandeur Gourmet, I'm gonna give you a brief tour. So if you couldn't tell, it is a hotel pre-built. It comes with its very own restaurant, downstairs kitchen, and not one, but 2 bedrooms. So I'm obviously thinking we'll relocate this staircase because right now it looks like a back alleyway. Some bad deal's gonna go down between some crackheads or something. And I think I'm gonna keep a similar style. Then my other great plan is actually for the basement. And no, I'm not gonna be trapping innocent kids here. Stop saying that. Basically, have you ever watched the show Downton Abbey or anything basically with a rich family? They'll have the main mansion above ground, and then below ground is where they'll have the kitchen where the staff can work. And so the realtor has given me my keys, and it's time to transform Grandeur Gourmet. So before we start the renovation, I just wanted to point out a little Easter egg about this plot.
There is actually a mistake here, and I just find this so funny. She obviously accidentally popped a light there.
And nobody thought to delete it. Now, these pre-builts go through so many checks. So the fact that's on every single Grand Gourmet, I just had to share that with you. So for the exterior, obviously we've got a parking lot. When this becomes my mansion, we're gonna need this to be a driveway instead. We also don't really need these tables custom.
Yeah, we obviously don't want like restaurant tables outside the front of our house.
Now what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be swapping these for pool. 80,000? No, do you know what? Screw you. I'm adding grass instead. $265. If I saved $1 every day of the year, I could afford this grass. Oh wait, how many days are in the year? 365. Okay, there we go. This is already looking a little bit more like a lawn. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to grab that. Also, being a hotel, it didn't really need much privacy in terms of fences. But of course, now it's becoming a stately home. It's gonna need much more security. Now, already this is looking a little bit more homely. Low power mode. Any other distractions? What I was going to say is these lamps are nice, but I think they're going to need to be... I'm trying not to delete too much because the point is a renovation, not a reconstruction.
Oh my god, I deleted it! Oh my god,
And now we need to work out where the garages are going to go. So I can't actually add any extensions. So if I wanted to add like a garage coming off the here, I can't do that. The only thing is it means we'll have a very small entrance, but I think that's okay. We've got 5 stories to deal with here. This might actually help us rather than harm us. Oh, baby. Oh my god, hire me to sing in the band. Also, these are candles. How she got away with doing this, I do not know, because I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to add like many structurals or custom things, but she's only gone and got away with it, hasn't she? And we are going to obviously be changing some of the colors. Also, another very easy thing that we can do is change these to be black. Now, even her windows are custom. How did she get away with this? This is the thing, like, you can look at the pre-builts in the catalog, but you don't actually see the amount of depth and detail and time that goes into them. Anyway, that's already looking so much nicer. Next, I'm wondering if I can like change maybe the outline of the shutters. And truthfully, it's still recognizable, but it feels different enough. Now, I reckon the reason that she didn't add these on the top was because of her budget. I ain't on no budget. Also, I do like myself some LED lights. So let's see if this could look good, because we don't want it to look tacky. Why does it do that? Unless I make it wonky stilt skin, it's invisible. Do you know what? Go away then. This actually, I would not bat an eyelid. If I was just walking down the street like da 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 da, and I turn around and see that, I just think that's a mansion. I wouldn't think, is that random? You do know I love myself like a hedgy hedge maze. And I feel like a demure little fairy. I'm actually having a very fun time just decorating my garden.
She was a fairy.
And I actually think that is really, really, really nice. It's like giving Taylor Swift Rose Garden filled with thorns. So, is that the exterior done? Surely not. I guess it was basically already built for us, wasn't it? There's one final thing that I need to do. Change the front doors. It feels so bad like deleting all their hard work. We can keep some of it. Do you know what? I'm gonna keep this. Like, I actually really like this. I feel like this could be used in a bedroom. Oh, this whole thing. I thought that was a shelf.
I can hands down guarantee when I place these again, they are not going to look anywhere near as good as hers.
What is even this?
What the hell is even that?
Everything is structural. Now we have an interesting dilemma on our hands. This. What to do about this? I'm thinking all must fall. Annihilate. Obviously, we need to have the grand entrance, and I think it would be a missed opportunity not to use. But you know, as soon as you walk in, it's just gonna be a staircase. I don't think that is uncommon, okay? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You never know. I can imagine, you know, like those rich girl TikToks where they come in, it's like the piano music playing, they pop their Hermes bag onto a little end table, they pop on their Burberry coat onto the coat stand. Now, I do love this plant, but blimey, is it fatty? You need to make it all small so it fits. So the reason I've done this, guys, is because we're gonna have a very specific layout for this house, okay? But we're gonna have a room either side, and that's basically how it's gonna go. What's this? Oh my God, shall we use that? Again, it is like a little homage to the old house. Anyway, I am definitely overusing the panels a tad bit here, but you're just gonna have to give me some leniency here. And now is my second dilemma. I was originally planning just to have like these in the sides. Bit fat. Guys, things can never be easy.
A few minutes later.
So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to sacrifice this room. I'm so sorry. You are our sacrificial lamb for today. And that way we can continue our original plan of having like a staircase in here. And, oh, really? Okay, fine. We'll sacrifice the other room then. And that's gonna take us up to this area. In what world is there not enough space here, honey? I'm warning you. Do not play games with me. It's all of these structurals, isn't it? Oh! I don't know how I did it, but I've just finessed that. I've just finessed the hell out of that. No, I haven't worked out the layout yet. Please do not ask me. I probably will have a mental breakdown. Just give me a minute to do this. I feel finally relieved, guys. I'm ripping my hair out. Can you hear this? It has to be shaking all my hairs out. Oh my God, actually loads fell out. But anyway, I've finally done the layout. So I'm gonna explain it to you right now after another sip of water. The whole bottom floor is not changing. As we go up another level, this is of course sadly a void room. Then we've got the dining room. I think it makes the most sense and it's fairest to the servants that they only have to travel up 2 flights of stairs. Bedroom, living room, and then the top floor is the master bedroom. So there's actually not a whole lot going on. Do you know what I mean? There's not too much, but I'm gonna use the glass porch door for both of these. The new doors coming in clutch. Oh, that's a little bit unsafe if I do it like that, I think. I also deleted most of the sorry, got a little bit of a list. I deleted most of the lights, which I'm now starting to regret because I'm gonna have to go into fly mode to place them. Now, another thing about this house is not a complaint by any means, but just a thing. I noticed that there's no windows along the back, so I'm gonna add a couple, but making sure I keep it neat, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna add some hurricane grey mirrors. Mirrors looking at each other. It's a portal. Actually, that does scare me. I'm gonna have to take one of them down. And because we popped such an effort in earlier, that's made it a lot easier for us to just now put all of these things in here. 5 stars, okay? What's going on? Oh my God, I bet BLOXBURG maintenance. I was gonna say, I bet they're doing like a little Hotflix update. What's new? Nothing. Just got thrown out for fun. That makes sense. Let's go. And oh, this is where we can add the shelf. Oh my God, a fancy schmancy. Anyway, as suspected, this looks nowhere near as good as Queen's did, but I love how classy this looks. This was the original like front desk / bar area, I think. So I'm gonna use this as the laundry room. Which one's which? I love that they have lights on them that actually change. That's pretty cool, huh? And lighting can come in many different variants, guys. Also from doors. Oh, I wanted to add doors here to make it look a bit more symmetrical. If I was to do that, we would have to add the doors there. But you know what? We'll just shorten this. And now that looks literally just as good, but the back now has a little bit of symmetry to it. That's nice. So I don't know if it's gonna let us do anything similar up here. That's perfect, because this looks so bland.
Where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this?
I'm not even trying to like shade myself there, but it did look a little basic. Not anymore, sugar. Now that is just one last thing we need to do, and then we're out of the woods. We would have finished the entryway, and we can stop worrying about it once and for all. So you see these gaps here, they are upsetting me greatly. So what we're gonna do to fix them is just cover them up. So in terms of the dining room, remember earlier how we used the flint, like, and I say it was the original. I'm gonna take that on here. So I wasn't actually planning this, but why do I never give the top of my table like a tablecloth? Oh my gosh, that is actually revolutionary. And then the seating itself is not too complicated. And I can't believe it's been almost a year since they like took out that OG mansion. I do sort of miss it, just for nostalgia reasons. I'm trying to refrain from adding windows on the side walls, so instead I'm gonna add a couple of paintings. And whilst deep-frying / freezing my brain, how good does the back look? I already can see some comments, Reese's, that's too many windows. I almost agree with you, but then at the front, we've also got a lot of windows. You know what I mean? I think it's fine. And also it just helps so much with the corridors. Like this one we've already seen. Then with this one, look at that. Also, when I was doing this bathroom, I realized they have this space here, but no shower. Is that in the original, or did I accidentally delete the shower or something? A perfect opportunity for what? I hear you cry. A shower. Now then, guys, the last room before the bedrooms is the living room. Why am I talking like that? Oh my gosh, guys, I cannot actually describe how much like London townhouse vibes it's giving me. In London, this would literally cost you like £10 million, if not more. Now, I do understand why she used this TV. Bye. Bye-bye. We're gonna be using the most, well, actually the third most expensive one. Now, one of the primary complaints I hear about the pre-built is that people don't like when you leave things the default color. So I do normally leave my wicker the default, but because obviously we're in pre-built territory today, I don't feel allowed. I feel very, very stressed doing that. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like that keyboard is so realistic. Like one of the rich kids would just be like playing around on that. Very simple, but that's why I saved a little bit of room and lighting for these babies. This is now the kids' bedroom. You know, that spoiled bratty one.
What is this? What did you put in here?
And I think I want to make it like a twin room. And why is there concrete in here? There's fully given the illusion that we like bashed everything down, isn't it? So the room's going to be basically a neutral tone. And oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've colored like a gender reveal. Let's do it. And that now leaves... One moment, please. Stand by. There we go. That now leaves the... one moment, please. Stand by again. That now leaves the master. So I've headed over to Pinterest, which is basically interesting. Anyway, I looked up 2-story bedroom. Why do they all have ladders? I don't want a ladder in my bedroom. What in the Chanel Oberlin is this closet?
Chanel Oberlin, and I am the queen of Kappa Kappa Tau.
So this here's gonna be the little ensuite. And now that that bathroom is done, ooh la la, guys, what do you mean we can have like the whole top story as a closet? I hope we have enough money. You know these types of things get expensive. But yeah, we'll have it run along, I think, this side and just literally 3 wide. We'll make a little indent there for a staircase. Stop with the lag in the name of Tom and Susan. Now, I know that isn't gonna be to everyone's taste buds. Hey! Now, I'm gonna crop, I think, this part off. At first, I thought it would be fine, but there's just too much space otherwise. And that leaves the perfect finale of Queen's Bed. And with that, I get to live out my dream, guys, and move into a London townhouse. Yay! So, guys, I got the keys. I've just drove off Route 9, and here we are outside my new house. So the original value of this plot, I actually don't know. But we can check. If we go into the pre-builds, this cost me 210,000 and it's now worth 482,000. So it's a bit of a spenny renovation. I'm not gonna lie to you there. This was the old Grande Gourmet and this is the new one. Like, you can definitely tell it has slightly changed. It's not just some different colors, but it is really the inside where the comparisons are gonna blow your mind. Guaranteed I can blow your mind. Why are my pits out in this weather as well? Anyway, we're gonna go through our doors and I'm gonna act like an aesthetic girl coming home. This is my day in the life after shopping in Harrods all day long. And this, if you're curious, was the old one. And this is it now. And if we look at it from the other angle, especially like seeing the front doors, it's kind of crazy. Like, I love this as an entryway to an apartment. It feels like this should lead up to many apartments, doesn't it? But it doesn't. It's just one house. Although it is just a garage, it's still interesting. I'm not gonna go down to the kitchen because we've already seen that at the beginning. And if that weren't enough to scratch your brain cells, then this side actually has even more detail with a laundry room. Now, of course, you would probably never step foot on the ground floor other than when you're entering and exiting the home. This is simply where your maids would be. Now, I don't know if it's just the views out of Lakeview Heights, but what do you mean? Okay, yo, I'm not even lying. My camera just cut out. I have no storage. I literally have like 1 gigabyte left. So Mama's gonna have to rush this next bit. But this was the old like top bit. And now we just have a dining room in here. It's a little bit hard to show, but obviously it would have been like from this angle. That's crazy. Now, this staircase is technically in the same place as the old one. This was the old bedroom, which has now been turned into not only a living room, but also a kid's bedroom as well. Now, as we go up to the final level, I need to activate my Chanel Oberlin vibes. Get here, Chanel's.
These are my minions. I don't know their names. I don't want to know their names.
We got a bathroom, a bedroom, and a closet with a view. Let me know if you want me to renovate any more pre-builts. And before my computer crashes, I'll catch you guys a little bit later.